Hey, hello. How are you?
There you are.
So, what's new?
Yeah, we're holding. We're hanging in there.
That's good. That's good. We got a sequel tonight, don't we? We got
Indeed.
we got
Pretty much a.
Electric Boogaloo, right?
This follows directly on the heels of last week, with the Battle of Parisakene.
Gesundheit.
Um, yes. Um, so, of course, historically in that battle, um, technically it was a draw with both sides kind of claiming victory. Eumenes withdrew first, but he only lost 500 men, whereas Antigonus had lost over 4,000 men. So each general had claim to victory in that battle. Since this battle tonight is indeed a direct continuation of that earlier battle, this is a few months later. Eumenes has withdrawn to Gabiene, which is where this battle is named after. And Antigonus is pretty much on the ropes at this point. He's being outdone by the former personal secretary of Alexander, a Greek risen to high station in the Macedonian Empire. So there's already a little bit of resentment there. Eumenes is commanding quite the coalition against Antigonus in his attempt to maintain the solvency of the empire for Alexander's heirs, where Antigonus wants it all for himself following the death of the Macedonian Antipater a few years ago. So Antigonus decides he's going to try and catch Eumenes off guard and marches his forces back down south in the wintertime to try and catch him and wipe him out. Unfortunately for him, armies are hard to conceal. They don't lend themselves to sneaking around. So some of the locals saw the army on the march and got word to Eumenes what was going on. So Eumenes decided to meet him on the plains of battle, but Eumenes needed some time to gather his forces as well. So he did some trickery. In the evening, he lit twice as many campfires as would normally be needed for his army. So from a distance, Antigonus thought his army was much. He had added to his army in the time between battles. And that gave Eumenes a time to collect his forces and meet Antigonus here on the field of battle. So again, Antigonus deploys pretty much how he did in the previous battle, in the standard Alexandrian line. So he and his son are there on looking at the board, his left side, but that would be his right flank. He's got his cavalry and elephants stretched across the middle, and then he's got his cavalry under Python over there on his left flank. This time, Eumenes decides to match him and sets up across the field directly from Antigonus with his cavalry and some elephants. And then next to them is his silver shields. As you mentioned last week, the silver shields are old campaigners. These are professional soldiers. These are men who have been fighting under Philip II, Alexander's father, and then under Alexander, and now under Eumenes. These are lifelong soldiers. Some of these men are over 50 years old. There's apparently an old saying in the military, like, beware the old man in the profession where everyone dies young. And that is the silver shield. And then on Eumenes' flank are his weakest forces, his light cavalry. Eumenes is eager to press his advantage and deal a blow to Antigonus once and for all. So he charges with his elephants there in those front ranks, and his cavalry and elephants on his left flank. But that charge, at this time of year, creates such a dust cloud that it obscures the battlefield, and Antigonus takes advantage of this. And he directs his light cavalry to sneak past Eumenes' lines, and they sack and attack his baggage train. And that will become a very key part of this battle in the end. The cavalry forces clash. Eumenes' cavalry advance is rebuffed by Antigonus, who also takes heavy losses. But as we see in our own games, elephants get one good hit in, and then you take them out. And that's pretty much what's going to happen here. So Eumenes' charge falters. He falls back to the right flank to take command of that light. Well, on our game, it's a medium cavalry, but they were his light cavalry historically. But while he was doing that, the Silver Shields had taken command of these center forces and just marched across the field and just plowed through Antigonus' infantry and pretty much wiped them out. And at this point, it's a rout. Antigonus' forces are crushed. And he is forced from the battlefield, and Eumenes decides to retreat and regroup as well. That night, he decides that he says he's got the advantage. He's going to press it. He's going to gather his forces and wipe Antigonus out the next day. That point that they learn that Antigonus has attacked and captured their baggage train. Now, their baggage train, that's everything. That's their supplies, their food. And for lifelong soldiers, it's their families. It's everything. It's their home. So all of this is now in the possession of Antigonus, and that's pretty much it for the Silver Shields. They were reluctant to serve under Eumenes to begin with because he's Greek, and with their families being held hostage, the Silver Shields turn on Eumenes that very evening, seize him and his loyalists, and turn him over to Antigonus. And then after a bit of deliberation, Antigonus decides to execute Eumenes. And in the end, in thanks for their betrayal, Antigonus realizes the Silver Shields are probably too much to control, so he splits them up and deploys them to the far reaches of their empire with the implicit, tacit orders that they're the frontline guys and they should go in first, pretty much sealing their fates. And thus ends the storied career of Eumenes, the personal assistant who rises to prominence after impressing his boss and then trying to hold his boss's empire together after he died. Quite a tragedy, really, when you think about it. He was trying to do the right thing, and it just all turned on him in the end. And he was winning. He had won. He was going to accomplish his goal, and in the end, he was betrayed by his own forces. That sets the stage for tonight's battle. And I think when you go over the War Council, we'll see how the baggage train plays into tonight's battle.
Man, that story has everything. I'm sitting here with some snacks, and I'm just crunching along as you're telling the story. Wow, I did not expect it to.
I don't do it justice. I found a super detailed write-up of the battle online, and I glossed over a lot of it. And then I watched a few good videos. There's a really good video series on this entire War of the Diadochi. That's really riveting to watch. I mean, it really is. It's really Game of Thrones level kind of stuff. It's just politics and betrayal and loyalties, and it's history. It's humanity.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
It is the backdrop of our little squares in Texas.
Well, send me that link. I'll put it in the show description here, and everybody can take a look at it. If it's as compelling as you say, I think everyone should check it out. Sure. I really just when you were saying, oh well, once the sun sets, I think, well, battle's over. They've both headed to their sides of the line, and they go, oh yeah, so's your mother. And I did not expect that last bit of political intrigue and treachery to end the story thusly. So, wow, that was really bloody.
Yeah.
That is a tragedy.
He won.
Yeah.
he won. Not but the guys who won the battle for him
right
turned on him.
Yep.
Because their entire life had been captured. That's
right. Well, I have opened the scenario War Council here. This is the Battle of Gabiene, as you said, 316, and or
Gabiene.
or Gabiene. Yes, my
Gabiene.
Gabiene. Uh, I will be running Antigonus in game one here, and Peter will be taking Eumenes, and this is a seven banner battle. I will start with six command cards to your five. I will get to move first as the antagonist, that is Antigonus. Um, the special rules on this one, he already outlined the importance of the silver shields. So, like we've seen last week, they will act as a leaderless unit, but they will get to hit with the leader bonus, even without a leader attached. And and that's only in close combat, of course. And they may ignore one flag, so that is their inherent bonus. And any unit from Antigonus's side, that could be cavalry or infantry, that ends its movement, can't just pass through it, but ends its movement on the camp there in the lower right flank of Eumenes, then that is a permanent one-time bonus banner that cannot be lost. So if I just, run somebody up there and get them into place, that replicates the sacking of the baggage train, and that's a victory point. I suspect in the design of this that that's such an easy, well, I say easy, but I think that's such a direct way to get a quick banner that is probably taken advantage of more often than not. But I will, I will reserve that full judgment until after we see both our games tonight.
Sure. And one other little historical note before this battle began, the leader of the Silver Shield sent a horseman over to Antigone's side to taunt them, as is the historical wont to do, basically heckling them by calling them wicked men who betrayed the memory of Philip and Alexander. So high irony, considering how the day
Right,
ends.
right. Yeah, they are not scholars. They do not know the meaning of irony, apparently. Um, so, all right. Well, we are ready to go. Good luck to you. Here we go in game one. I will draw my six command cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Expand that window out a little bit. What can I do here? Not much, as it turns out. 3 units on the left. Get them going.
I recall from last week, Python attacked rashly and was rebuffed.
Hey,
Like he's
it
into
typically does. We'll activate those 3, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And light bow cavalry. You know what? I think they'll just fall back one instead. We'll just go that far. They've got range with those bows, so they will fire those bows at the unnamed leader there commanding the right flank cavalry. They will get 1 die for their trouble. Here goes. And that is a miss. And then the same with the lights here. They will throw a single spite spear at your lights. 1 die. And at least we get a hit on that one. I believe that is all.
Okay. Put my medium troops into action. This game, that's only these 2 blocks. So they'll move up. They will charge. My medium cavalry will go after your light bow cavalry.
Of course. They will evade.
Alright. 3 dice. Green circle's the only thing that's going to be effective here.
That's fairly effective.
There we go.
Hit. And they fall back 2. Alright.
So I am done there, but I accomplished my goal. Keeping you from my camp.
Yes. That was quite good. Yeah, it's a little early, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll use that. Otherwise, I'll be a slave to it all night. So the only one here that gets that qualification is Python versus the other leader. So it will be 5 dice plus leader bonus. So here goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's about right. But I got a hit, so let's do a leader check. Here's 2 dice. Nope, wrong one.
All right, 3 dice coming back at you with leader bonus. 1 hit.
Not bad.
And then we'll follow that up with a leader check on ourselves. And nothing.
Okay, well, nothing ventured. All right, back to you.
We'll name this guy Pusestus, whose incompetence, I think, led to the baggage train getting sacked. Let's see if he can redeem himself. Right? Is that what I want to do? Okay, well, I've committed. So we'll activate those 3 units. I'm going to make the foolish attempt of attacking light infantry with an elephant.
Okay, well, I guess they will stand the ground.
Okay. As is their wont. So, I will be rolling 2 dice. Swords will, as we like to say in wargaming, they'll act as exploding 6s. So if I roll swords, I get to roll more.
Nice.
So here we go. So 1 hit.
All right. They are rolling 2 back at that big pachyderm. Oh, look at that. Leader bonus.
Mm. Mm. Sad. Gambled and lost. Gambled and lost. All right.
We'll do move, fire, move.
Mm.
And we'll get 6 of them. So we'll do...
That's going to let you move all your green troops.
Yeah, but only... Yeah, I'll activate him too. Okay. Alright. So, 1, 2... 1, 2... 1... 1... 1, 2, 3... 4... Lightfoot can move through. Okay. Yeah. Actually, they'll just come back here. Alright. So, we've got some firing to do now. We'll start over here. Go after the pachyderm. 1 die from the light. Nothing. Another one. A retreat.
Okay.
So we'll start with the silver shields. And here's 2 dice for them. Oops. 1 hit. There's the one to their right. Nothing. And to the lights there. Nothing.
Okay. And then because the elephant is blocked, it itself will not lose any wounds, but the 2 blocking units will each take a hit.
The auxilia here will throw a single spear at your mediums. Nothing. The light bowcav, he will target the same thing with 1 die. Nothing. And these lights did not move. They'll go after that. Your lights, so 2 dice. Nothing. Okay. Second half. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That auxilia, the 2 auxilios will stay. guys will move over there. And that is everything.
Okay.
Up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to order my light troops into the fray here. Those units. Okay, so over here, light infantry. We'll throw some javelins at your auxilia.
A hit.
And bloody them.
Yes.
Meanwhile, over here, the auxiliary will attempt to stop your light bow cavalry from attacking our baggage train.
And I think they will evade since they've got a spot.
Okay, so 3 dice.
Ah, you got him.
That lucky circle.
Oops.
And meanwhile, my light infantry will attack your light infantry with 2 dice.
Okay.
And force a retreat.
Right.
Thus, our baggage train is saved.
I like that card. So I'm going to counterattack with that card.
You are 1 light unit short, so you'll be only activating 5 now.
That's right. So it'll be those. Okay. Let's start with the lights here. Doing what they did before. Throwing a single spear at your elephant. Hit. Moving on. Same target. Nothing. The auxilia here will throw 2 dice at your lights. Nothing. These auxilia will throw 2 dice at your mediums now. 1 hit. And your lights here will go after your lights. 2 dice. Would you like to evade? Oh, you can't. Alright, 2 dice. Nothing.
2 dice back.
That's a hit.
Smashing hit.
Alright, that is all.
Order 3 units on my right flank. Those 3. So first, my medium cavalry will attack your medium cavalry with 3 dice with leader bonus.
Okay. Nicely done.
Blew that roll though. I gotta make that leader check.
Alright, Python falls 1, 2, 3.
So we will advance. We will move 1. We will attack your light infantry.
Okay, and they will evade.
Okay, 3 dice. A hit.
And they'll go there.
That takes them out of the effective range of the auxilia's spears. So that's gonna be the turn. Okay. For more of your pot shots at my pachyderms.
No.
You just wait. I'm gonna get a card from the center, and they're gonna come. They're gonna get you.
Do 3 on the left.
Okay.
It'll be those 3. Python will move on to the mediums. The lights will move back. And the elephants will come engage with your mediums. Okay, so Nice. Yeah.
First strike.
Well done.
Stand our ground against those pachyderms. So we'll roll 4 dice. Alright, so you get to ignore all the swords or just one of the
All
swords?
the swords.
Well, you ignore all the swords, but not the retreat.
Right.
So, let's go on a rampage.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go ahead and roll for my medium.
Okay, here's 2 dice. Nothing.
Okay, and I'll roll for your auxilia up there.
Oh, wrong order. Alright, so they just fall back 1.
Alright, well, might have been a waste of the card, but it certainly saved a valuable unit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I am done.
Speaking of medium troops, let's activate them. Alright. So.
Now be careful, R2.
Yes. So, against cavalry, you'll get to ignore 1 red die and 1 flag, and all the swords. So it doesn't make real sense to attack you with the cavalry. So I will attack you with the mediums and just gain the benefit of leader support here with these 4 dice.
Which you did not need.
Which I did not need.
Glass cannon.
I'll stay. I will not advance. Okay.
2 units in the center. And tact your lights there. We will teach them the meaning of battle discipline. So,
okay.
3 dice. So would you like to evade?
I would.
Okay. So here you go. 3 dice, green circles only. Good evade. Alright, and then this one will go after your mediums.
Okay.
3 dice. Not a sausage.
4 dice to retaliate. Just a retreat.
Okay. And that is all.
I'll attack with 4 units in the center. Those 4. So we'll start down here, where the auxilia will engage your light infantry.
Okay, I think they will evade.
Okay. 3 dice. Nothing. Elephants. Charge into the light infantry who've been causing them so much trouble.
They will stand against the mighty elephants.
Okay, 2 dice. 1 hit.
Alright. We will give 2 dice back. And nothing.
Okay, over here. Heavy infantry against your auxilia with 5 dice. 1 hit, 2 hits.
And a retreat.
Which you can't ignore.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we will ignore it, and we'll give 3 dice back. Just 1.
And then my medium infantry will follow up against the same auxilia with 4 dice.
That's a wipeout. Could be another runaway. We'll do 4 units on the right.
Antigonus has seen enough.
Indeed he has. Alright, so...
Oh. You're gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
2, 3...
Nope.
2...
So we're gonna get some hot elephant on elephant action there.
No, because it's only 2 dice, man. We'll start here. Go after the elephants. So, again, you can
All right.
ignore a flag and a red square and all
Yep.
swords.
And all swords.
Okay.
So I'll get to, but just one red and one flag from your
Right.
roll.
Okay. So here is 3 dice plus leader bonus. Nothing.
I'll ignore the red and I'll ignore the sword.
Right.
And I'll come back at you with 4 dice. 3 dice.
3 dice, yeah.
And
Nothing.
get nothing.
Whew, okay. All right, the elephant now go after your auxilia with 3 dice plus, and they don't get the later bonus, so just 3 dice.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a shame.
Yes. I'm
3
sure
dice
you're
are-
heartbroken.
Generally, yes. You know, I love it when you get those great crazy rolls. It makes my night. Even
Right.
though I support. I love to see it. All right. So 3 dice coming back. So a sword that you're going to ignore, a flag which you're not going to ignore,
Right.
and one.
All right, so take the hit, and you can choose which order you'd like to do.
Go ahead and roll for my auxilia first.
Okay. 2 dice. Nothing.
All right, so I'll do 2 dice on your leaderless medium cavalry first.
Hit.
And then on Antigonus's cavalry.
Ooh, okay, lucky. That is all.
And the elephant does have to retreat. You've got to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works. Back to you.
Oh, that was a good card. So good. I think I'm going to play the same one. So I'm going to attack you from my left flank.
Okay.
So I'll be activating 4 units. So the auxilia will move up there. Eumenes, ride out to meet his rival. The elephants go there. And the light bow cavalry will snake up there to try and take a shot at Demetrius. So we'll start there. We'll let fly with an arrow. Ooh, that was close. Almost horsed him. Elephant's going after your medium cavalry.
All right, I believe they will evade.
All right, so 3 dice. Nothing doing. So flit away. My auxilia will attack your elephant with 3 dice. And causing a hit which you're going to ignore. 2 retreats.
All right.
So there have any flags, so it is a rampage.
Right. But I will be moving back 2 steps, so. Okay. So I'll do your auxilia first. Here's 2 dice.
Okay.
Nothing.
And your medium cavalry. Nothing. Again, we rolled each other's roll. And here you go with the main event. The bitter rivals, Eumenes versus Antigonus.
He will evade.
He will evade. Coward. All right, 4 dice. That is a good evade.
With 1 hit. All right. Give me a leader check.
Oh! History changes. Eumenes back his old one eye.
That was unfortunate.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Okay. Well, it's all to the son now to avenge his father.
But you did evade, so go ahead and evade with your cavalry.
Ah, yes. Okay. Wow. Avenge me!
Well, that'll do it.
Yes, it will. Only hope. Alright, so the heavy cavalry will get to go 3 hexes and still battle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. Okay.
Oh, look at you charging with the elephant, too.
Yeah. So we're going to do that one first, since we got your retreat blocked. So he is going to attack your auxilia there with 4 dice now.
Okay.
Come on, baby, 4 dice.
Mm.
It is not my night for dice.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
All right. 3 dice with leader bonus. 1 hit.
All right. Okay. The cavalry here will go against your elephant.
All right. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not my first choice, but he's going to get 4 dice, and I'm trying to get multiple reds.
Yep, you need 2 squares.
Well, I do get a retreat.
But against cavalry, I get to ignore the first flag.
Damn it. All right.
So I'll be retaliating with 3 dice. No squishes there, but I do send them packing.
Okay. All right. It's just going from bad to worse here. Well, I just got to do it. Heavy cav, to avenge the father. 5 dice.
All right.
2 hits. Couldn't even get the 1 more.
All right. I'm going to ignore the retreat, and Eumenes will strike back with 4 dice with leader bonus.
There you go. 3 hits. Stupid. Oh well. He was impetuous, that young boy.
Well, he had cause. He had seen his father struck down like any dutiful son.
Check to see if Demetrius falls. Okay, so he would have jumped onto these horses, and thus ends a completely different battle of Gabiene.
Gabiene.
Gabiene. That battle of Gabiene completely got out of. So here's where I made my biggest mistake, and I was silently cursing myself because it changed the entire tempo of the game. Was the move fire move. I had already started. I had moved everybody, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to leave that light unit there, so I can get the double." And then I realized he's 3 away, and I did not move him at least 1 to get him, in range for the secondary movement that would have put him right into the camp. So I'm sitting there.
I wondered that.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
I saw that you had moved down. I was like, oh, well,
yeah,
lost that banner, and then you backed off it, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, I was stupid. Plan. Totally. See, that was just me not focusing on the plan. Follow the plan. And then the dice just went really cold very, very fast. I mean, 3 or 4 of the attacks, it was just like, oh, here's 5 dice. No, not tonight. So I hope I will have as much luck with Eumenes as you as we set up for round 2. So let's take 5 and come on back.
All right.
Round 2 is upon us, and still that camp is secure. That baggage train unmolested. Let's see if I can do the same this time. What do you think?
We'll certainly keep those silver shields happy.
That's right. Okay, because they've got a job to do. Yeah, they didn't even factor at all, except for the being a squish target.
Getting a little well, they're older. Let's
Yeah,
face it.
that's right. They know how to
Yeah.
avoid elephants. They've
They-
been
they-
around. They've seen a thing or two, so they know a thing or two. We are elephants. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, so
All right.
draw your
I
cards.
will expand my hand here to draw 6 cards.
And I will get my paltry 5 cards. 3, 4, and 5. And the initial assessment is not good. So let's see if I can make something out of this. Nothing. I'd wish you good luck, but you know you have it already, so.
Start with the old standby.
Yes. When you have a line, you use the line.
I don't have a line. I have a cluster because those
Oh.
elephants are breaking it up.
Damn those elephants.
So this will bring the auxilia out.
That seems like an invitation to do something.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. I think what I want to do is this. So we're going to discard that. We're going to activate 5 units. Goes 5.
Don't forget your that cavalry unit on the left-hand
Well,
side.
of course,
is also
yes.
a unit
Yeah.
too.
But they are not part of this plan.
Okay.
So this plan is to do that, 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 and that. Yes. The first 2 letters of light is LI, which is the same as liability. So I want to move them out of the way.
Wow.
Okay. I have no faith in these slave conscripts.
Eumenes forces were a conglomeration of forces from across the empire. So Macedonians, Greeks, Persians, Indians. So it's quite the hodgepodge there under the auspices of the Macedonian silver shields.
Well, that makes me feel pretty bad now. Thanks, man.
Sorry. Order 3 in the center. Being those 3.
Activate heavy troops.
Ooh.
Spring the trap.
Would have loved to have that card in my game, so good on you. Good on you. This is gonna hurt. Oh, I wasted my life.
Alright. Yeah. We'll start with this one. Come plowing into your heavies there with
Right.
5 dice.
Yeah.
1 hit is all you suffer.
And I can ignore the retreat because I'm flanked and supported. I'll give you 5 dice back.
Wipe them out.
You that.
The dice do not like me tonight.
I'm sorry to say that.
Alright, so this elephant will see if they can exact some measure of damage on the same unit. 5 dice. There we go. 2 hits and a reroll.
Yep. So 2 hits.
There's another roll and just 2 hits.
Dice back.
Ooh. Interesting.
Okay.
You got a rampage.
You did a rampage, so why don't you go ahead and rampage against the the heavies with one on the left first.
Okay, the one on the left. Here's 2 dice. And we wipe out
Ooh.
Squish. See, they are not as elderly as the Silver Shields, so they didn't know how to get out of the way.
Nope. They seasoned.
Here,
Experienced.
here's the other one. 2 dice. Yeah, maybe 2 dice. Ooh, 1 hit.
Okay.
And they fall back.
Well, not quite the trap you intended to spring, but
no, broke a hole in the line.
Yeah. Got a little tit for tat there. I'll order 2 of my center units into the fray. Being these 2. I'll attack with the heavy infantry first with 5 dice.
Okay.
And rolling.
Oof. That is considerable.
And I guess that's my turn. Ooh, my line command. That's quite the line you got there in the center.
Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Start with heavy on heavy. 5 dice. 2 hits.
Five dice to retaliate. Hit, 2 hits, and 2 retreats.
Okay, so it must take one of them. All right, moving down the line. The elephants will be targeted by the other heavy. 5 dice. 1 hit.
5 dice back. So a sword and 2 retreats. So I'll re-roll the sword. So total
2 hits.
Does a non-sword count on the second roll?
Oh yeah, it's whatever the unit. I mean, it's still a unit hit, so yeah, the sword just gives you the opportunity to roll another die. So
okay.
All right, so 2 hits, and I have to take one of the retreats, and they do. And that is all.
Gonna have to gamble. Gonna roll for an I Am Spartacus card. So
6
dice.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Nary a heavy, but 2 leader symbols, so.
Well, leaders can order any unit or a leader.
Yep.
So I've got actually 1 green and 1 blue for sure. So let's get Python down here. Then a green. What green do I want? 2. Those guys.
Okay.
And then my 2 units of choice will be those 2. Alright, so we'll start here. And my heavy infantry will attack your medium infantry, rolling 5 dice with leader bonus. Two hits.
And I will give you back 4 dice. Hit to wipe him out.
The elephants will attack your heavy infantry with 5 dice.
This is gonna hurt.
So a sword and so just a sword.
Okay.
So 1 hit right now.
Right.
Roll another die.
Ah,
There's 2 swords. The elephant's going to advance and battle again, rolling 5 more dice.
ouch.
Okay. Reshuffle, and then I'll draw.
And you did not give yourself an extra die during that entire thing.
Oh. Oh, you know what? I'm not done either.
Right.
I telegraphed it earlier. So yes. So let's have the Auxilia attack the Silver Shields with
Okay.
4 dice
Gotcha.
for the Spartacus card.
Mm.
2 hits. The hoary veterans.
3 hits.
Oh yes, yes. You're a red square.
Yes. Alright, so we're giving back 5 dice with leader bonus. 3 hits. 2 retreats.
Okay. So now I'll draw the card.
Okay.
Quite as good as the cards I drew before, but
It never is.
gotta play.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that card. I was like, oh. But now it's, eh.
Alright, well, I gotta try this. So we'll order our medium troops.
Got
And
two
of them.
medium infantry and Possestus.
He'll go there. He'll go there. Okay.
According to Wikipedia, is directly responsible for losing the baggage train
Good.
due to
Good
his
for him.
misconduct and insubordination.
All right. Let's start with Possestus himself. We'll go after your elephants.
Okay.
So you'll ignore 1 red square and 1
And 1 flag.
Okay. So I need leader hits. Leader hits are the key. So,
Leader hits or more or multiple squares.
right. All right. 3 dice. Here we go. And I got it.
I'll do it.
He will advance and go 1 step there to provide leader support for this. So, you do have a choice on this one, Python.
I think with your leader support, I will evade.
Okay, so 4 dice, triangles only. Just 1. And here's the leader check for Python. He's okay. Alright. That is all.
Not to be deterred, I will rally his forces on the left and strike those forces, since the light bow cavalry is not adjacent. They'll be left out of this command move. Auxilia. Medium. So the Auxilia, with leader support, will go after Possestus and his cavalry.
Okay. I think we'll stand.
Okay. 3 dice. Whoa, 1 hit.
Indeed, 1 hit.
And a flag that you may ignore.
I will ignore, so give me a leader check. He's okay. Alright, so Possessus back 3 dice plus leader bonus. 2 retreats.
I ignore one of them.
Yep.
So I will retreat 1. You know what? I'll retreat 2.
Okay.
Python will attack your medium infantry with 3 dice with leader bonus. A hit.
Okay. Giving back 3 dice plus leader bonus.
I take it you don't want to retreat?
No. No, I don't. Here we go. While I've got you in your sights, yeah. A hit and a retreat, which you can ignore. And here's the leader check. He's okay.
I will not ignore the retreat. And remember, we make that leader check before we retreat, because
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
had I lost Aethon, I would
Right.
have been forced to retreat, but I'm going to retreat anyway.
Okay.
Get him out. 5. Draw up.
Now I just got a mess.
Look at all those red units in the victory in the
Yeah.
banner line. All we've been doing is taking out each other's heavies.
Surgical strikes. We'll do medium troops again.
Mm.
And get on there. Okay.
Not a good day to be in the light infantry.
No. Alright. We'll go for that first. Would you like to evade?
No.
Okay.
I'll risk it for the biscuit here.
Okay. 4 dice plus leader bonus. Hit. 2.
That 2 retreats. 1, 2, 1. Take a hit.
And that is all then.
To launch a coordinated attack. That attack shall involve these 3 key units. We'll start. Medium infantry moving into position. The elephants charging Antigonus. Tell you what, why don't you do that instead? Okay.
Potentially, yeah, this could go really well for you.
We'll see. Medium infantry versus medium infantry. 4 dice.
Roll it. Yep, that's 1.
They'll advance. Alright, the pachyderms. Enraged by the gleaming light bouncing off the polished shields of the veteran silver shields. 5 dice.
Didn't even get to really use them.
Neither of us did.
Yeah. All right. Go,
Elephant
go, raging
advance.
jumbos.
Alright, 3 dice this time. So a hit, a sword, and a retreat. So that's 2. But before you retreat, I'll get to reroll 1 for a second retreat, which I don't really think would affect you, would it?
Yeah, I mean it's just a follow-up attack. So.
All right. 2 retreats for Auxilia. So finally, a medium unit gets to join the graveyard of heavy units that
Yes.
populate our banner row.
Mm-hmm. Wow. This is just so terrible. All right. Well, just discard that. We're gonna do.
You
Ooh, I hate these choices.
That's vulnerable units that you can attack.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 1.
So you could move 3 if you really wanted to, and have your choice between attacking the light infantry or Pathon.
That's true. Thank you. And that, and So unfortunately, Eumenes can't get all the way there. But this Auxilia will throw a single Spite Spear at the bedeviling pachyderms.
Those are the best ones.
Not today. Alright.
So what's a light infantry? I have no place to evade.
Yeah, so we'll go there first. So it'll be 3 dice plus leader bonus against the lights. And that gets them.
Yeah.
And they will advance.
Using an opportunity to advance.
And
Move
battle
and
again.
attack.
Yes. Okay. And now it'll be 3 dice plus leader bonus against Python. 2 hits.
All right.
And a single die. Python! No, he's fine.
Okay.
All right, and the Auxilia here. Yeah, they'll try to weaken your mediums a little bit. 3 dice.
Okay.
That's handy.
Retreat. That is handy. What do I want to do with that?
There you go. All right, that is everything. Back to you.
Not bad.
No?
Yeah. You're a striking distance. Just gonna do this. And then Auxilia won't be able to battle.
Correct.
Alright, but here's the main event here. I will go against the cavalry.
This could be all.
4 dice. So 1 hit and a retreat. So 1 more die, scoring 2 retreats.
Okay, so I can ignore 1.
Ignore 1. So you're going to have to retreat 2, but you retreat an additional hex when facing an elephant.
Heavy cavalry do indeed retreat 2, so boom, boom, and then we take a loss. And you want to see if Eumenes...
I'll take 2 losses, because I hit you with the sword. And then you're taking a loss because of the retreat you can't take.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
But
before all that, yes.
Let's roll the leader check, because you might be making 2 retreats, but you're just making the 1.
All right.
All right, so the elephant will advance and battle again. This time with 3 dice against your Auxilia. Scoring 1 hit. Die again.
Man! What a way to end it. I thought I had a chance. Well,
you did. I thought you did too.
Yeah, good game.
Much tighter than the last one, so good job.
Yeah.
I mean, look. All the heavies are in there. That's funny. I mean,
the carcasses we leave behind in this game. Wow. Well, what do we think of this one?
I like this one. This one feels very balanced. I like the additional objective. It almost feels like it's a trap. I didn't have a lot of cards on my left flank to start with. I still have a bunch of right flank cards that I never really got to use because I was just trying to get that center line into position. I like this one. This one feels nice and balanced.
I do. Even though it was unfortunate for me tonight, I thought it played very well because there are a lot of really good decisions when I look at my cards. Like you, yes, I kind of got hamstrung by being, the majority of my cards right now are on the left flank, and I wasn't 100% in a position to set that up yet because I had so many other things to worry about. But I do like it. I like that. I love the objective. I would have loved it more if I had actually correctly gotten it last time and not done the bonehead thing and not moved the unit. But yeah, I never felt out of this one. I just felt like it was really chaotic as far
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
units just come. There is no battle cohesion. How much of that is
Breaking that center on both our parts,
right? Right.
really contributed to that.
I think it played out historically in that fact that once the smoke started burning, and obscuring everything, and all the dust from the sand, we were just all over the place. There was no leadership. There was no uniformity. Nothing. So I just felt like, okay, well, I'm
Yeah,
just fighting in
you know,
onesie twosie.
that is the interesting thing about this, because by and large, our leaders. Well, Antigonus is on a medium horse, so he could have moved 3. But Eumenes and Demetrius are both on heavy, so they're only moving 2. You know, um, I brought Python down, for that one support, and he just got walloped, and you sent him scurrying.
Right. Yeah, I
And
never, and again, I never got to really take full advantage of the silver shields, because they whiffed on the one time they won against the elephants, and well, maybe they did take one elephant down, but they were not nearly as effective as advertised. So, eh, whatever. But I do like this one. I can't wait to try it again. At some point in the future, but I'll put this on my mental list of ones that I did enjoy a lot. And I don't know if it's just because of the shiny thing that it's, hey, come get the baggage train, come and get it. It's worth a free
sure,
point. Yeah,
but is it a trap? I don't know.
I
If you
don't
have
know.
the right cards,
Right,
and you've got a speedy unit down there who could get the job done, and
right.
if Eumenes does not have something on his right flank to stop you, you can get it in 2
And
turns.
I can tell you that now. I did not have anything on the right flank to
I did not have anything on the left flank to take
right.
advantage.
So those
So
auxilia there were I set them up to kind of bluff like they could move in there to protect, but I could not do anything with them.
and certainly, I guess Eumenes has the opportunity to actually just move you into that camp and just block that.
I would think so. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but do you want to dedicate somebody there just to fight for that? But again, situations demand
Yeah.
whether or not that's a factor. So, but great game tonight. Next week, I think. Well, the players will change, but the battle for the
Die.
die
Add.
ada keys, diada keys.
Dyadic.
Yeah, okay, that's easy. Diada keys. The battle for the diada keys will continue with perhaps some new names. And well, we know Eumenes is going to be a factor. It'll just be somebody else who believes that they can run Macedon properly. Um, and of course, if you're watching this, that means you've at least got a partial interest in this, or perhaps you just stumbled across it. I mean, you could be on YouTube and it just suggested this lowly video for you. If so, welcome, and we hope that you will join us on our. We've got playlists that run through all of these. We are into this first expansion, and we hope you're enjoying it. If you're a long time watcher, and we do invite you to uh, please comment down at the bottom and tell me how foolish I was to forego capturing that baggage train with that overlooked critical miss. Ugh, killing me. But yeah, we'd love to hear your strategy, and if you've played this before, this particular scenario, we'd like to hear what you think and what experiences you had. So like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And anything final before we sign off for the evening?
Yep. Well, we'll just see you all on the battlefield next week.
That's right. Let the winds be at your backs, and the dust be out of your front. And we will see you all here next week. Have a great one. Talk to you then.
Good night.
Night.